All right, I'm about to get into this Boardroom Johnson lesson on the pros and cons of loyalty. I'm going to specifically use the situation with CEOP, so the record label Quality Control, for 300 million, and everybody feels like he backdoor Little Baby because they wanted to buy him first for 150. So let's get into the first video, which is going to be Young Thug speaking on the situation on the jail call.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really on some boy, I love you. Like, man, you my little brother. Cause if you take Wham out of the picture, he probably get 100 million. If you take Wham out of the picture, I know for sure you made 275 million on Wham for sure, 100%. He in the green. He not in the red. The label owe him. He don't owe no label nothing. Every label he signed the two labels. Everyone, both of them up owe him. You want to believe that? But goddamn, he did no fuck shit. That's some bullshit. Right? I ain't gonna lie. See, I thought he just sold the label. I'm like, damn, boy, that's big. Like, but yo, much that coat. You sold a label for 300 something million. Like, no fuck, man. Yo, ass sold the goddamn copyrights. Man, you sold everything. You went out bad. Man, you could have got 600-700 million for that shit. Man, but yo, it went out bad. Like bad. What wrong with that nigga? But now you telling Wham, hold on, I need to talk to you about something serious, but you ain't. You just holding him off. It's like me telling you, I need to talk to you about something serious. I got a whole pregnant, but I ain't telling you what it is. I'm just like, baby, I need to talk to you. Baby, this shit's serious. But I'm trying to wait till I get the abortion to tell you, shit like that. Like, now I got the abortion. Now it came out on the internet. Boom, Young Thug had a girl pregnant, but paid for the abortion. Now I'm just telling you, like, man, that's what I've been trying to talk to you about. Man, you could have been talking to me about that shit. You goddamn, you know what I mean? You keep like, I need to talk to you about something. Man, like, what's up? What's up, nigga? Talk. We gonna talk. Yeah, you trying to say that until you get the deal done, cause you know Wham can talk to you. You know what I'm saying? The people only can buy your label because of Wham. They not buying your label because no motherfucking Migos. Them nigga in the red. Them nigga ain't making no money.
A lot of that situation is like drama-fied, right? Because it's business at the end of the day. So you can't apply street logic or small business logic to corporate business logic. It's completely different. It goes a completely different way. And it's speculation that he was lowballed because in business acquisition everything is off numbers. So them numbers are probably right. I'm not sure because I didn't see the numbers. I'm pretty sure he didn't see the numbers to be able to dictate, hey, was this price the adequate price? But there is still a point too because of the fact that Irv Gotti did sell Murder Inc. He sold Murder Inc. for 300 million as well. But it was based on different things. The longevity of Murder Inc., how relevant the music still is a classic. So maybe it was sold at a premium, but it's still numbers. But he is probably right. They probably could have got more had they had sold it to the same person, which was Olivier Chastain with Icono Class. They say he paid the most for music anyway, so that would have probably been his better route. But it's like most of everything. Like if you don't know about this, you don't know about these people or who the top players is and what your leverage is in that situation. Of course, you're gonna miss it, but it probably was still a good business deal. It's 300 million outright. So most labels is not actually seeing that. So let's get into DJ Academic.
QC, the label, gets sold for $300 million to Scooter Braun. Now, you know how Thug manipulates that? Thug is in Baby's ear saying, yo, you know that company didn't even want the full label. You're the hot shit right now. They wanted to just buy your shit for 150 million. And supposedly, Baby never, didn't follow up with certain meetings. They just ended up buying the whole label. They were going to buy him out of his deal for 150 and have him signed. Baby was like, and they said, oh, you can't make your mind up? All right, fuck it. We'll just go to your bosses and give them double for everybody. And they bought the entire 300. Now, when the purchase happens, P gets the 300 million. Is an artist owed money if the label you helped build gets sold? Baby doesn't own part of QC. Now, if they did the deal for 150 million for Lil Baby's career, Lil Baby would have gotten paid from Hybe because he would have to re-sign to Hybe. So it would have been an all-in-one deal. Because they end up buying all the contracts and catalog, that doesn't have anything to do with Baby. Baby was owned by QC. Now Baby's just owned by whoever who owns QC. So basically you don't need Baby at all. So essentially they get 300 million. Baby doesn't, I'm assuming he probably doesn't get much or probably get anything at all. And Thug is in Baby's ear like, yo, not only you in business with a rat, yo, they just snaked you with the money. Word? Like, these niggas gonna get all that money and you ain't get nothing?
Unless Lil Baby was a stakeholder for quality control, then it was not sold behind his back, no. Let's get into P, Scooter Braun, and Coach K on why they sold it.
In a position to, go in business with a company that's forefronting technology.
It's definitely a big deal for the music industry.
I go back 20 years with Coach K. I go back about 8 years with P.
It's just a great way for us to expand globally.
I've admired them, throughout my career.
Is it possible to drip too hard? Is that even possible, Coach K?
Not to drip even harder.
We were dripping really hard.
This situation was dramatified so much for its entertainment value that the real lesson was missed, which was the lesson on blind loyalty or the pros and the cons of loyalties and the pitfalls and understanding what loyalty looks like in different spaces. So in the business space, loyalty looks different from it does in the street. So from everything that was said, Lil Baby looked at it from the street perspective as opposed to P and them was moving on the business perspective. So really, the first thing, I don't agree with him not taking the 150 for himself if, the numbers was right and that was the actual price, or if it was more, if, of course it was more, he asked for more. But the fact that off of street loyalty, he was like, nah, I'm rocking with my mans, but it's like, it's a business. So take it to him. Cause if he actually is your mans, then he want to see you elevate. So if you're in a position now to be able to elevate your business, then he shouldn't stop you from doing it. Like, cause everybody, went at Birdman for doing it. So it will be no different. So if you're in a position now to be able to elevate everything you got going on, like you done established yourself, your brand, everything you got going on, you got your momentum, and now bigger players coming in, and now you had a potential to be able to take your thing to the next level. If they mess with you like they do on a loyalty standpoint, then they should want to see you prosper. So they shouldn't hold you back. They should do everything they can to see that through. And he just looked at it from the wrong perspective. And when they got it, the deal came to them, they looked at it from, the business perspective. Is about business. So what did you go into business for? And it's to be able to elevate your business. So not only did they get a windfall and get cashed out, but they also was able to put their business that they worked to build up in a better position to be able to grow and prosper and have more resources available to the people that's on the label. So to me, that was a major lesson in loyalty.